Like to say all praises due to us. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you guys teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, under the standard and the banner of how about Shem Shot. All right, we're back once again out here in downtown Boston, School Street, Washington Street. All right, and look, this is it, man. This is the closing down of Esau's number one company, America. Okay, and it's unbeknownst to the people here. All right, that they're living in a corporation that's not too far away from bankruptcy and then total annihilation. All right, and like I say every week, man, the telltale signs are here more and more. All right, and what you have now is a breaking down of the Edomite system. All right, which is the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom. All right, his system is breaking down. Right, and it's the end of his system, but it's going to be the beginning of ours, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Israelites on the planet Earth. Okay, which we're falsely named African Americans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Panamanians, so on and so forth, man. But we have true biblical uh, names that we have to adhere to in order to be a part of, okay, the hopeful elect of the Lord's chosen people. All right. These are some of the things that we have to know, man. Right. And they're not being taught by school system here in Babylon the Great. That's not something that they're gonna do ever. All right. And more and more there is shameful spewing upon the glory of Esau Edom every day. All right. Now that it's the end of his world. Okay. And we could tell. All right. Due to uh, to the point in time that we're in. Okay, let me read this. Habakkuk 2 and 16, right? It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, and cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be thy glory." Right? So now in in Babylon the Great, shameful spewing is on the glory of Esau Edom's, because what happened was he was told to leave. Let me see if I can get this. I think it's in Visual Solid, the second chapter. Right. Just looking for it real quick. think they said, let us these trophies. Yep, this was solid right to it. Read up some. This is the MO of the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom, right? It says, I'll read up, yeah, verse 6. Read verse 6. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. Let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves rosebuds before thy withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in place. For this is our portion and our lot is this. Yeah, so for years, this is what this guy's been doing, man. He's been running around the earth, uh, mucking up the place to the utmost, probably, and leaving statues, uh, different buildings, place for his for the love of himself. Okay, and it's apparent now. Okay, or the Kennedy building had an add-on to it, which was EJT 47's name. All right, and he thought that I was going to get the same type of luster. All right, that JFK got. All right, which the building was dedicated to JFK. Right, and this is all devil bullshit, anyways. Okay, but just because this man is, slated as the proud and his arrogance is super high. All right, that's how you can tell that that's an Edomite. All right, plus the other things that that's been put forth about BJT's spending habits. All right, on Mar-a-Lago, which he's trying to get his Nero palace looking like it did before. Okay, these people have no idea who they voted for when they put 47 in there. That's Donald Trump, but that's Nero. Okay, and he is the cruel Lord. Okay, but like I was going into, these are the things that they wanted to leave for themselves, and they're on the move again to do it. All right, this is where you see them going and they have they I don't know how many years it was planned, but they had a plan for any place that had the didn't have the world banking system that they was going to annihilate and blow it to smithereens. Okay, two of the places already been taken down. All right, Venezuela being one, and what's the name? Been another. What's that place? Syria. Syria was another place. All right, that they had a gripe against because it didn't have anything to do with the IMF, International Monetary Fund. All right, in Libya. Libya is another place. Those are the main two places. Libya, uh, like I said, Syria, and now Venezuela. Okay, so it's three of those seven places that they want to take down. All right, and there's still more to go. All right, I can't think of the map off the top of my head. And I want to, but that's how the colonizers get down. Okay, even to 2026, it's just the form of it's the same form of colonization. The only thing it's been is documented, okay, with cameras, because the whole Earth has cameras now. Okay, you go here, you go there, it's cameras. Right now, it's a camera. It's a camera when you go down inside the fucking the train station. It's cameras when you get on the bus. There's cameras everywhere. Okay. So for them to do their colonization routine all over again from scratch, it's not going to go anywhere, right? It's not going to go anywhere because the whole world is in on it. Everybody knows how the colonizer gets down now. Okay. Just like right now, this guy walking past with the Boston Tea Party story. All right. What they do, they dressed up as Native Americans and did a savage act, which the Native Americans were involved in any of that. But these are the people. These are the people that demonize your name in order for them to have fame or clarity of the fucking mind to make them feel better. Okay? And all the atrocities that ever were committed on this soil came first from them. Okay? Murder, robbery, rape, or mayhem. That's their MO. Okay? Yeah, so that's the way. All right. But shameful spewing is on that. All right. If you keep on looking the histories that have to deal with the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom, all right, that the blood showed red forth through his skin. Okay. When you look at all these things that's compiling together, got them the treatment of American blacks, all right, but they're not Africans. We're not black either, but the treatment of Israelites that came over here and chattel slavery, all right, that's something that this man has to pay for without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? Treatment of the earth, that's something else that he has to pay for without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, and it's not going to end well for this man. Okay, he never thought of this. All right, what was going to come of him. See if I can remember that scripture off the top of my head. See, I can't remember where else. See, let me see. I'll look it up like this. Give me a second. Hey. No. So, second. I think it is 47. can't remember it off the top of my head. You go to Isaiah 47. Yep. All right, so this is Isaiah 47 and 1, reading from the top. It says, "Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." And we're in those days right now, right? Because all the witchcrafts and whoredoms that this place is used for their purpose, okay, wickedness. Now it's coming to a halt, man. All right, in the whole world, excuse me, the whole world that figured it out. All right, you're not going to be able to make moves on people that easily no more. You won't be able to, spin words anymore to have people on your side. Okay, and everything's getting proven right now. Okay, the rest of the world is not with America at this point in time. Okay, we don't have no allies. We don't have the support. Okay, basically they just want the American Edomite to disappear, man. Right? An American Edomite, you should be mad with the upper echelons of your race, okay, of your nation, for not giving you a slice of the pie. You've been left out to dry the whole time. The whole 500 years, 250 years of rulership, you've been displaced, man, financially and in what you call having a voice in the matter. All right, they're playing with you too, man. It's not going to end well, right? So a lot come out here and fucking everything starts acting up at one time. All right. It says NLT 47 verse 2, take heavy millstone and ground flour, remove your veil and strip off your robe, expose yourself to public view, right? And assures, you know, this guy got back in uh, office for a second term, right? Everything is being exposed by this man's hand, okay? How things are being done on the face of the planet through his rulership, okay? You already knew the Zionists was doing messed up shit, okay? With the bombings and things that they do over in you know, Iran, Palestine, okay? Those were the ones that were getting looked at, but now America's being looked at too because you're going back to the same tactics as these the first of Esau Edom is doing, right? Breaking all the stupid rules, man. Okay, so now we're starting to see that on a major scale. Because we're starting to see that on the major scale, hey, there's nothing left to this place, man. Okay, speculations are going to be brought up on you. Charges are being brought up on you spiritually. Okay, and that's why we out here on the highways and byways, man, to keep it going. Okay, verse 3, it says, "You will be naked and burdened with shame. I will take vengeance against you without pity." Right, our Redeemer, whose name is the Lord of heaven's armies, is the Holy One of Israel. O beautiful Babylon, sit now in darkness, silence. Never again will you be known as the Queen of Kingdoms. Right? And we're here, right, where this dude that took us out of the World Health Organization, we're out of that. Um, The WEF, he's not listening to them. Okay. He wanted to leave NATO. Okay? He don't really want to be in charge of the UN. But what you see is the reason why King David never got along with these goddamn Edomites, man. This man is mixed up in the head, man. Okay, he's not good with deals that he makes. Okay, every treaty he done made, he done broke it. All right, these things ain't going away. This is a part of their heritage and their history. And they shouldn't be ashamed of it no more. They should let it come out, right? Yeah. But as soon as they let it come out, the sooner I get delivered out of this place. Lord's will, our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get out of this place, which are the Israelites. All right. The more that these devils wake up to the realization of who they're supposed to be. Man, when this place goes down, man, these people are like fucking they're zombies, man, out here. All right. Want the best of the best, but the wisdom is not there. All right. They're gonna get devoured by wickedness. Okay. People don't live in the real world. A lot of stuff. Going back to 47. Yeah, they met you. It says, for I was angry with my chosen people to punish them by letting them fall into the hand. But you, Babylon, showed them no mercy to oppress even the elderly. Okay? So we got turned over into the hand of a hypocritical nation. That's what it said in, I think it was in Deuteronomy, it says that. So we got turned over into that, into a hypocritical nation. And look at us, man. This is why this guy every turn he gets can't wait to demonize us. He can't wait to make us out to be something that we're not. Okay, we know about you, Esau. You in a terrible rut, man. Terrible place. Okay, you have brought the whole world to the brink of destruction, building bombs and shit that we don't even fucking need, man. A telephone, we don't need that. Okay, we don't need any of this. All it did was make us more oppressed, man. And now it's a new bill for every fucking thing. Capitalism is not it, man. It's not it. Yeah. Verse 7, it said, you said, I will reign forever as queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences. Oh, it's good. Yep, yep. I said it was it's in verse 7. You see how he aggravates me? It said, thou slayest, I shall be a buy something. He's fucking aggravated. So that there is not lie, lay these things to thy heart. Neither did it remember the later end. All right. So you didn't think this through. All right. And that's only because, and we keep on telling you this too. All right. You saw you didn't get here by yourself. So the speech that you give with everybody being a savage and you came to you know, civilize them, bullshit, man. All right. Bullshit. You're none of the like. You can't civilize nobody because you're not civilized. You're not. You never was. All right. And you only got to that spot because the Most High, He set it up men, okay, to the magnitude that you guys were put in. Okay. He the one that set you guys up. All right. You guys didn't put yourself in that space. You could never. All right. And this is things that the Israelites know. We know that we can't get up very high. We can't do anything without the Most High's help. All right. That's what a real Israelite's supposed to have in his mind. All right. We're not doing things of our own accord, not by our own arm, like it says in the scriptures. Okay. If you do anything by your own arm, then guess what? What are you here for? All right. You don't need Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai to deliver you. Okay. You need nothing from the Most High. If you can do all these things yourself, then you can. So that's why we laugh at that type of mentality, right? That the so-called Edomite has, which he's fallen 100%. We're just waiting for the final finale of the nuclear missiles blowing, okay, and him going back into slavery, because that's where he's going. Okay? I'm not here to save the so-called white man. White man never tried to save me. I don't know about that. And I know that the scriptures only strictly belong to who? Belong to the Israelites, no one else. The Lord did not deal so with any other nations, as the scriptures state, okay, in Psalm 147. Okay. But yeah, this guy got a lot to pay for. Look over to 'cause, see, he's trying to pull a fast one, right? And what he's doing is he's he's trying to lure everybody into a deceptive space, because like we all know, Esau Edom, he's the father of lies, so to speak. Okay. He being born, he bringing forth a lie as soon as he be born, man. Okay. And that's what you're gonna see from this guy. All right. To the point of when the whole world turns their back on him, okay, and it's coming. It's coming. All right. This guy's gonna try to play the fucking innocent role. Just like you see sometimes, you might be scrolling, you know, Instagram or TikTok, you might see Edom get the Sonic greens knocked out of him. Right? But 2 minutes before that happened, he was tough. He was telling everybody what he was going to have them do. Okay. But then once you put the pause on him and he goes down to the ground, changes 100%. He's all loved, and he wants to talk to you about the love of Jesus. And so after you get the rings knocked out of him, but we're on to that, man. We know that this is the violent man. Okay, we know what he came for. All right, and what he's doing to the masses of people. All right, just like you guys wanted the fucking Epstein files released, right? You get the Epstein files released, then what? Then what? Nobody makes a move. Nobody does nothing. If this ain't the nation, all right, BS with laws, man. What nation is it, man? It's all Esau Edom's nation that does this bullshit. Man. It's not a righteous nation, okay? Not within the slightest, okay? This man don't mean good for nobody, man. All right? Let me break this up. This is Nahum 3, right? And it says In the NLT, it says the Lord's judgment against Nineveh. Nineveh can be synonymous with this place too. It was great. Okay? And let's just read it, a little bit of it. But hey, this place is not a good state status with Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. So you're getting ready to see all types of forms of, you know, debauchery here. You know, calamities being brought down on this place swiftly. Okay? This is Nahum 3:1 NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits Nineveh, the city of murder and lies. She is crammed with wealth and is never without victims." Right? Sounds familiar? Right? Somebody looked up this week that went by how many children go missing every year in America, and it's in the 400 millions, man. That's how many children go missing in America every year, man. And like I said, they wanted the Epstein list, they got it, and nobody made the move. Nobody did nothing. I'm talking about the, the white America, right? Like nobody made a move. And then Pam Bundy gets on there on the little hearing that she has. You know, they bringing up terms on the Epstein files and shit. And the first thing she says is the fucking stock market is up. And these are the people that you want ruling over you? Never. Never, man. It says, hear the crack of whips, the rumbles of wheels, horses, hooves, and chariots clatter wild. See the flashing swords and glittering spears as the charioteers charge fast. There are countless casualties, heaps of bodies, so many bodies that people stumble over them. All right. And that's what's coming here. Okay. When this martial law gets introduced, and it will, all right, they get introduced, these people gonna lose it, man. Right? And then it's gonna be endless and relentless battles. The neighborhoods, the cities, states, okay? That's what this is all going to, man. It's on the fast track. Remember, this is just the first half of the fiscal year. And so much is already happened. Okay, so much is already first part of the fiscal year. First part of it already is looking more grim. Right, what's coming closer and closer. Right. Yesterday I was looking on what was it? I was just reading the local news, man. All right, and now we got places over here in Boston, Massachusetts. It's a lot more break-ins happening than usual, right? And this is a middle class place called Somerville over here, right? Boston. And yeah, now they're wanting people to lock their doors and get ready, man. Get ready for more break-ins. That's basically what it's going to turn out to be because going forward into these next months, you got 3 months of summer, right? After the 3 months of winter, you got 3 months of summer coming. In 3 months of summer, what's going to happen? More job losses. So more job losses equal more, you know, break-ins, robberies, more crime, so to speak. Okay, like what's his name? Machiavelli. I think it was him, or maybe it was what's the movie from? He had a little quote. thing up on an app. Marcus Aurelius, that's his name, Marcus Aurelius. He said that the poverty is the mother of all crimes. Okay, and that's where we are, right there. Okay, they're producing more poverty by what? Job losses, job cuts. Right? It's not going to stop, right? Because this is the great reset to these people, right? The whole thing of from the uh, from the ashes, the phoenix will arise from the ashes. That's what's going on now, right? 100% of what Elon Musk said was 1,000% of America will go bankrupt in the coming days. And it's nothing that nobody can do about it. They already have all your money, all of it. And then I seen what was not even an advertisement, but this guy on Instagram talking about the Fed Now app. Okay, and the Fed Now app is basically them telling you that they're gonna uh, they're gonna confiscate your monies. All right, in the digital world, so to speak, they're gonna confiscate your money, and from them confiscating your money, they're gonna program your digital money for the things that they want you to have, not the things that you want to have, that they want you to have. Right? And this is what the elder apostles was going into the whole time, man. Okay, this is a bloody city, man. These people are full of lies and robberies. Okay, tell you one thing, and it's totally the opposite, man. Totally the opposite. Saying the Dow is up 500 doesn't mean anything. They could turn that shit down quickness, man. They have. They have turned it down. The only reason why I'm mentioning it is because this is how the real trouble begins, man. Once this economic part of this business is out to dry, what's going to happen? We know what's going to happen. This side, because we got the vision, we read the stories, we know what's going to happen. It's the end. So I'm going to read this article real quick. This didn't surprise me, but hey, this is it. Many perilous times shall come. And that's where we are. Let me read that first. Second Timothy 3:1, right? It says, yeah, 3:1. Trying to, I'm reading the NLT. Yeah, this Second Timothy 3:1. It says the dangers of the last days. It says, "You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money." And we're seeing this group of people right now. Okay, you know them as the Republicans. Okay, they love themselves and their money far too much. Okay, they even think about other people. Rightfully so. Both parties, Democrat and Republicans. Okay, let's not be dummies here. Verse 2, it says, "For people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred." Right? And that's this whole generation, man. This whole generation's on that note. Okay? They don't care about nothing sacred. They don't care about nothing, man. Okay, even if you stop these kids when they son Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and try to teach them, okay, about the wickedness of Esau Edom, they'll look at you like you're crazy, man. Only because what? The indoctrination that they got here on this side that is ruined them, that they can't understand. All right. Wisdom is trying to point something out to them. Okay. Verse 3, they will be unloving, unforgiving, they will slander others and have no self control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that. And those people are mainly talking of the Esau Edom, okay, the so-called white man, right? But they ran the whole platform on what was that? Angelicals, okay? So they ran on that, and now they don't even adhere to it, man. Okay, they're not stopping the wicked. They just let it keep on going on and on and on and on and on. It's not going to stop. Okay, until the Lord Himself comes back and stop it. Man. Yahweh Shai, all right, with the host of armies. That needs to happen too. It's just this is madness, man. Guy out here fucking just making all type of noise, spreading lies, man. But yeah, going back. So that's what time we're in. We're in these times, perilous times, man, where nobody is watching after this country. Let me wrap this thing with lies, man. Just go to Yeah, trying to look up the scriptures. Salaki for this. He will not do good to himself. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 14. And I'll start at 4. Yeah, start at 4. Ecclesiastes 14 and 4, Salaki. It says, He that gathered by defrauding his own soul, gathering for others, that shall spend his goods riotous. Okay. And that's the so called white man. That's what he did. Okay. Spent his goods riotously. All right. It says, He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he do it good, he do it unwilling, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. All right? And that's all telltale signs. That's MO of the so-called uh, white man, which is Esau Edom, right? That's uh, his whole operating system inside his head. He's never gonna do good to anybody. He doesn't even do good to himself. That's like I said at the beginning. These Edomites that's been cut out of their birthright by the upper echelons of Edom. Y'all need to go talk to them people, man. Them people stole from y'all, man. A lot, okay? But for us, we already know our captivity's over. And we don't want no goddamn reparations or none of that bullshit. It's not gonna come to nothing, man. All right? The FRN is done. Federal Reserve note is out of here. Okay? And none of these people know. They don't know. All right. Well, I read 2 articles this week that went by. People saying that they moving their money here to Chinese markets, man. Just protect their assets. Okay. Then you got Elon Musk that's coming in and just saying the whole thing is over. All right. Because that's the part that he plays in this. Okay. He brings out those tidbits of information. His own tongue falling upon itself, just like the scriptures say. Okay. And it has. All right. There's no recovery from this, man. No recovery. Let's get this scripture. Because our people have to stop this BS, man. With trying to stay a part of this system, be a part of this system, and thinking that it makes them a better person if they adhere to this system. It doesn't, man. It's Revelation 18:4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Right? For her sins have reached onto heaven. God has remembered her iniquity. Okay? And that's what they have did, right? They sins reached up to heaven. Okay. But the Lord is telling you, in order to make it out of this place, right? Babylon the Great, you gotta cancel yourself away from this system, right? Can't be merged with this place anymore. But if you really look at it, how it helped you, it hasn't helped you at all, right? It turned you into a more bigger freak. You're more idiot for believing in this fucking place, right? Yes. And we got scriptures to tell you that. It tells you in the scriptures that the knowledge of this world is foolishness to the Most High. Power, Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shah, right? It's not going to do anything for you to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this world. Okay, they poisoning most of the shit that you eat here, all right? And they hands go forth to work. Uh, uh, what do you call? Let me see if I can find the scriptures. See if I can find it. Tell you, beat them. They worship, man. They gonna flop out. Yep. It's Micah 2:4. Okay. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning's light, they practice it, right? Because it is in the power of their hand. Right? And this is the upper echelons, the 1% of Esau Edom that does this. Okay, he wakes up, he gets right to it, man, figuring out what he could do to be so fucking wicked on the earth that people won't forget who he is, right? And he has did it. Okay, what does it say? It says that he framed this mischief by law. This is why nobody can get this man in trouble, man. Okay, because the mischief that he already thought of, okay, he already wrote a law so that he's guarded from it, man. This man is the absolute devil, all right, that the Bible speaks of. No ifs, ands, and buts about it, man. Okay. This man is pure, unadulterated wickedness. He's trying to fool everybody. He's trying to foil everybody into thinking that this man isn't the wicked that the Bible speaks of. It is. Okay, the so-called white man is a danger to society and to all heritages. Okay, but that's his thing. That's what I was reading. In perilous times, man, this devil's going to start acting and doing as he was commanded to do. I was reading on Twitter the other day too. It said that white people are not going to be apologetic about their heritage anymore. Okay? And nobody wants them to be now because, like I said, man, this is the time, where the Lord is taking about their power from them, and them sonic wings are going to be knocked out. Or the Esau, Edom's whole being touching people. All right. And like I said, I don't advocate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working on a total annihilation of his whole race, man. Okay. Knocking out one Edomite or two is not doing nothing for me. Okay. So this whole place has to be going down. It has to go down. That's what makes me happy. Okay. That's why we always bring out this scripture here too. It's 2 Corinthians 10:4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds." Right? So that's what's going to happen here. Right? God's going to pull down the strongholds. Not me. I don't got nothing to do with it. Only thing I got to do is come out and tell the people about that. Telling you, man, this place is getting worse and worse by the fucking day, man. But like I was saying, this place is going out, and yeah, the Lord is the one that's kiboshing this place, man. Kiboshing this place. We don't have to do nothing. As an Israelite, okay, in its right mind, I'm not talking about you 2/3 Negroes and okay, and Latinos and Native Americans, all right. Not talking about y'all, but you know, the real elect of Israel. We're gonna pray that the downfall of this place happens quicker, man. We're not gonna involve ourselves in marches and fucking all this bullshit that these people think helps them in the other. Okay, okay, marching does not do anything. All right, rioting doesn't do anything. All right, the system's already set up to take care of those things. Okay, so that it's not nothing for that to happen. But what they can't stop, the system can't stop is the Lord. Can't stop Yahweh shot. Can't do that. No matter what they want to do. Because they're the architects of the whole system. Okay? Rightfully so. Who ain't tired of Esau? I'm tired of this getting done. I'm tired of waking up, going to work. Tired of a whole bunch of shit. But I know that the Lord is going to make it all right. And then, okay, going to make everything the way that's supposed to be. These devils, they ain't got a chance in hell to save for nothing, man. Sorry. That's just the way it is. Okay? You got Nate on there doing the same thing as General Yahana saying that we don't hate white people, God hates white people. We hate white people. Okay? I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay? And the Lord puts the spirit on us to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves, man. We don't have to do anything to so-called white people. We already know we're superior to you. And we already know that the power from on high is going to take care of you. To what end? You know, the absolute. Okay. So that's not a thing for us anymore. We don't worry about those things. We came out of the world of that, you know. But going into this thing, hey, can't can't be joined hand to hand with these people, man, any longer, right? If you're an Israelite, you got a Israelite daughter, and you ain't telling her to be joined hand in hand with Esau and Edom, not a good look. It's not going to end well. You setting her up for failure. Man. She's not going to like her life because now it's starting to be told or shown, you know, a lot of these Israelite women that think that the Edomite man was their savior. Now they've been off, they've been found in predicaments on the lives. Okay, so all this is happening. Okay, all of this is happening. Let me get this real quick. I just seen something walk by. So it's Proverbs 11 and 21, right? It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, right? So only the seed of the righteous is going to be delivered, right? And if you join hand in hand with the wicked, then you're going to be punished right along with the wicked. Okay, and I just seen a young Israelite chick walking with a Edomite holding hand and kissing, you know, but that's going to be her end, okay? And who knows? She might be a chocolate covered Edomite. Who knows? I can't. But I know for one thing, this is not the time to be linked up with these people at all, man. Okay, and these other nations. They are not our concern, man. This is not something that I want to, you know, entangle myself with, just like the scriptures say. Man, that war doesn't entangle itself with the humdrum of everyday life, so to speak. Okay, that's what we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna do it. All right, the hope for the elect, as well. I'm one of those. You don't partake in any of this place anymore, man. So hey, this place is almost gone. It's out of here. There's so much going on at one time. I do regular video epistles, but coming out here, talking on the highways and byways is only about things that that you see through the week. And these devils are they're not backing down. All right, you got the war that's going on over there right now in Iran. That's getting ready to pop off. And you think they want to talk about it more? No, they're not talking about it. Why? Because it's the end of their rulership, man. So what we have to do, we have to go off with reading. I'll say this. It's Habakkuk 2 and 2. It says, the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. right? And that's what has happened, right? These things have been written down on tables, which are tablets, okay? But that's where they've been written down at, and because they've been written down there, that's how we run and tell you what's going to happen. Babylon the Great around these days, around this time, okay? Prophecy is the main root, okay? Then the will of the Most High is the second thing, okay? And everything else comes in between those two things, man. You know, you get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from doing what? From reading the history, from reading the heritage, from reading the things that our people would do, okay? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites, okay? No necessarily fuss about it, okay? So this place is getting ready to be taken down in more ways than one, right? That major way is is their their nakedness being seen, man. Okay, you gotta know how wicked these demons are, man. These people are not for your turn. They won't be for your turn. It, it's just a crazy world. See all types of shit, right? But hey, destruction of Babylon the Great is coming swiftly. All right, and the first hit is going to be them trying to see hip everybody. All right, put everybody on that mandatory uh, see hip. And once they do that, it's definitely the hit. All right, and the ship's already over there chilling. They waiting. So it won't be long now. That's how I look at it. All right, you got the famine of the word right on the hills. Okay, of that mandatory chipping right before that. All right, the famine of the word is going to be hitting harder than ever. Yeah. So it's getting ready to be a crazy, crazy summer, man. It's not going to wind down. It's not going to stop. It's just going to pick up full fledged until we get into that mode of. Let me read it. Get out of that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Verse 17. Second Ezra 15, and probably go up to 16. Yep. For there shall be sedition among men and evading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right? So mark my words. All right. This not Yahweh's word, but I can see it coming, you know. Martial law, mid summer, it's not turning back ever. Okay. In order for martial law to cease, we're gonna have to get a seat here. Okay. But that's the way that the whole system gets turned back on after the big collapse. All right. But the power grid goes out, some form of government is just rotted away. All right. But we know it as the Great Reset. All right. And when that happens, the sea hit is the only way back. Other than that, you know, you're just gonna be off grid and you're gonna die. That's what they want. And if that's the way that the Most High wills it, so be it. Okay, so be it. And it's not a sit down outside downtown Boston, 15th, 2026. I just looked at the thing and seen it. But yeah, man. So this place is out of here. When you look at it from that perspective of the scriptures, all right, and that's why this is not even a thing no more. Okay, people don't question the validity of the Bible anymore. People are just going along to get along, and this is how they want to perish. This is the end. Okay, but men that's reading and studying the scriptures daily, right? We know the way out of here, and it's through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's through those names. Okay, and living to the best of our ability according to the scriptures, man. All right. So the Luke's on this way. All right. The chip is on this way. Martial law is definitely it's here to stay, man. It's gaining traction. Okay. Now somebody's I was looking at something this morning, and I think they're talking about Department of Homeland Security is now not needed. Okay. So that goes into a whole nother new avenue of, you know, them doing that technocracy policing. When you look up that word palantir, it goes into the word seer. So that's basically how they don't need Department of Homeland Security no more. They got the Internet of Things that they're gonna let go loose, all right, through this AI, and from there, they also got these drones. They got the dog, they got the walk-in drone, all right. What's that? Boston Dynamics. Okay, they're the ones that did all these things, right? And what's coming up next is to see him, man. That's it. All right. So all these things it did to do what? To bring down this kingdom, man. But all this is going on, and this is the end of our, like it says. Let me grab that. Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is 144. All right. Yeah, let me grab this, and then that'll be it, man. Yep. Feel like I'm trying to word it. It keeps on. This is Jeremiah chapter 30:1. It says, "The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speak the Lord. power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book, which that's what I'm doing. For lo, the days come, said the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. And Judah, said the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus said the Lord, we have heard a verse of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask you now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Right? So that's going into the time of Jacob's trouble. But as you can see, this time has to come. This time has to come in order for us to get put back in our rightful estate in place and get our inheritance. Okay. So this place has to be turned upside down, which is we already here, man. We here. We at the end. Okay. So it's the end of our captivity. We get ready to get released from the hands of Esau and Edom, which is the so-called white man. All right. And the kingdom shall be here on the earth. All right. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, will reign over the whole earth. Okay. So that's what's getting ready to happen, man. Whether you hear or forget, it doesn't matter to me. This is what I believe, all right, and this is what's coming forth on the earth, all right. Now, when you go into this whole scripture and get to the time of Jacob's trouble, well, what you're getting ready to see is men's hands holding their loins and crying like a woman that's giving birth, right? But you got to have this type of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures to make it through. And don't worry about these calamities that's about to befall this place, man. Just know that if you did the will of the Heavenly Father, then in turn you'll be delivered from said peril, right? So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shad, Ba'ashem Rakaf Dash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to the brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. With that, I want to say Shalom and Abad Labor.